America faces two existential threats. Internally, due to the destruction of the American experiment, which has run for about 250 years now, and it relies on a commitment to capitalism and freedom. And externally, due to the increasing danger from its enemies, we know who they are: China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. Welcome to Saving America. This is your host, Dr. David D. Shine. Existential is a word that's been overused over the last several decades. The key push has been the climate change hoax and its predecessor, global warming. This has unfortunately focused the USA and its allies on social trends and ignoring the real threat that we just mentioned. An issue that's been highlighted recently is the acquisition of land near U.S. military bases by Chinese nationals who are part of the Z hierarchy in China. Biden's decision to allow a Chinese company, get this, to own 370 acres of land within 12 miles of Grand Forks Air Force Base in Grand Forks, North Dakota, is a real cause for alarm. This is part of a series of examples throughout the United States. To quote China expert Gordon Chang, in Beijing, they must be shaking their heads in disbelief at the inability of the U.S. to protect some of its most sensitive communications. Folks, I have to say, I strongly agree with Mr. Chang, who appears to have a very good grasp of the situation between China and the United States. I consider him a true expert. According to Texas Scorecard, the Chinese Communist Party is aggressively pursuing America's agricultural infrastructure. The land, and in many cases, the food production and processing that is part of using that land is critical for the sustainability of the United States. In such a conflict that we might have in the future, say China makes a grab for Taiwan, such actors could shut down critical parts of the U.S. economy while at the same time blocking communications at key U.S. military installations. Folks, this is serious, serious business. Paired with this concern is a report that China is operating at least one police station in the U.S. China operates a reported 100 police stations around the world to spy on its civilians who are abroad. This gives them the resources to threaten and intimidate these expats. One aspect of this is known as Operation Fox Hunt. That's the CCP term. These CCP operators hunt down people they regard as fugitives and pressure them to return home. The time for America to take the second Cold War seriously is already well past. Hopefully, we have learned enough from World War I and World War II, where we famously were late to the table in both of them. We must prepare now before it is an even bigger crisis in America. This is Dr. David D. Shine. Thank you for joining us for this special episode of Saving America. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.